There are certainly some things you don't want to do as a celebrity, and one of the big ones is probably not to mess up when you hit the red carpet. Recently, Lady Gaga was spotted wearing Versace to the House of Gucci premiere, a film that she starred in. With that weirdness behind us, let's take a look at times when celebrities did not dress for the occasion on the red carpet. Firstly, let's look at Lady Gaga in 2015. Lady Gaga takes tons of risks when it comes to her wardrobe, especially back in her days of wearing meat suits and just being as weird as possible at all times. One of her funniest moments came on the 2015 red carpet at the Oscars though, where she wore these really weird red gloves that looked plain bizarre. The internet went and ran with it, saying that she looked like she was heading off to clean the bathroom or something. Regardless of what you thought of that choice though, she was the talk of the red carpet on a mostly boring year, something that probably means more to her than if the internet liked her gloves. Next, St. Vincent in 2018. St. Vincent showed up to the red carpet dressed like she was ready for the runway. It just didn't translate as well as anyone would have liked. Don't get me wrong, I love risks, but this one just never really came together and looked kinda bleh, if we're being honest. When you show up at the red carpet, you wanna wow people. Yes, this outfit was shocking, but for all the wrong reasons. Sorry, dear. Up next, Bjork's swan dress. Sometimes it's good to be bad. Bjork's swan dress is not great by any stretch of the imagination. Might not even be that good at all, but it is honestly the most iconic and famous of the outfits on this list, mainly because of how she just embraced the dress for all of its weirdness. The dress has been alluded to by Valentino in their 2014 fashion show and by pop culture multiple times, making this the worst dress to become iconic, and honestly, I love that. Next on our list is Faith Hill at the 74th Academy Awards. Can you just feel that? That's the feeling of us finally being able to go back to making fun of dresses without caveats. Faith Hill made our job easy as she showed up in what looked like the result of a tie-dye job gone wrong. No, a rainbow cake was not thrown at her as she exited the limo. No rainbow inspired her to paint her dress the same way. You get the point. This dress looked awful, and I can't imagine why she decided to go ahead with this one. Sorry, Faith. Next, Whoopi Goldberg's Count Dracula meets the Joker dress. Whoopi, like Uma, can do no wrong. At least that's the case most of the time. Whoopi tested the limits of just how likable she was when she showed up in a purple and green dress that actually looked like an optical illusion in some pictures. The dress was weird, but in a way that I guess was unique. The whole thing looked like a mix between Dracula and something Prince would wear, which is what she was going for. She nailed it, but please, throw this one away, Whoopi. Or better thought, just burn it so nobody has to wear it ever again. Now we look at Uma Thurman at the 76th Academy Awards. 2 years after Faith Hill's disaster at the Academy Awards, Uma Thurman, who I love by the way, so this hurts to say, showed up in a disaster of a dress that both confused and annoyed me. Besides it looking like it was swallowing her whole, weird strands of dazzling gray down her shoulder and some blue across her waist made her wonder if she ripped apart a vest she was wearing over the dress or something. This dress didn't work on any level and somehow, and I can't believe I'm saying this, actually made Faith's dress look better by comparison. Next, Kate Hudson in 2001. While Whoopi or Bjork can get a pass because at least their outfits show character and fit them as people, the same couldn't be said for Kate Hudson, who didn't even look like herself at the 2001 Oscars. The outfit was jarring, as was how she styled her hair, but unfortunately, the transformation just didn't work and she looked muted. She's had much better outings since, but I'm sure she's not too keen to look back on the photos from that night. It's just weird that Kate, a person who has so much natural energy, would show up looking like a gray blob. I think we can all agree that we enjoy a more authentic Kate Hudson outfit. Now we have Sophia Loren in 2009. If this would have worked, not only would this be an entry on our list, but she may have been on the list of best dressed celebrities instead. But alas, we don't live in that world. We live in one where Sophia showed up in what looked like a little girl's Beauty and the Beast Halloween costume. I will give her one thing though, she seems to be having a great time in that dress, which is what really matters, right? Well, not for this list, but you get the point. Up next, Lady Gaga at the House of Gucci premiere. This feels like the most preventable mistake ever. I understand the reasoning on her behalf. She just played a role in a movie. It's not like Chris Evans showed up to the premiere dressed like Captain America, although that would be incredible. But this just feels like something that she shouldn't have done because, of course, people are going to notice it. Lady Gaga is only this high up on the list list because of how avoidable this blunder was, paired with how funny it is, also at face value. Since her dress isn't terrible like everyone else on this list, but oh my god, how did her team not think about this? Now for Lizzie Cardner in 1995. This is one of my favorites on the list, and I tell you this story about her night to anyone that will listen. Lizzie showed up at 1995 Academy Awards in a dress made out of expired American Express cards, giving it a really weird combo of gold and brown. Later that night, she got up to accept an award for Best Costume Design while dressed in one of the worst dresses that I have ever seen. Not only was it awful, but it was uninspired and felt like it was trying to say something while saying nothing at all. Congrats to you, Lizzie, for becoming the most ironic person at the Oscars, and congrats to us for being able to laugh about it more than 20 years later. Yay us! Next on our list is Edie Williams in 1974. You gotta respect someone who just goes for it, and Edie is definitely one of those people. She showed up to the 1974 Academy Awards dressed in a cheetah-printed bikini with a fur coat over it. The outfit fit the bill perfectly for inappropriately dressed, while also checking the box for a really bad outfit that I am beyond confused that she decided to wear. All that being said, if she came out to the awards with that on today, I bet she'd get a lot more positive buzz than she did in stuffy 1974. Another one to mention is Sally Kurland in 2007. This isn't even the only time that Sally has shown up to the Academy Awards dressed like someone who had never been seen good fashion before. But if anything, that makes her more endearing. Her worst case was in 2007, where she wore a dress that looked like it was designed for a flying squirrel. No, seriously, look at this thing. Sally appeared like she was getting ready for takeoff all night, and the outfit was an absolute mess in the best of ways. Never change, Sally. Up next, Cher in 1986. I assume most of you guys weren't around back then. I sure wasn't, but Cher caused quite the ruckus when she appeared in the 1986 Academy Awards dressed like if a fortune teller fused with a dominatrix. I always had two questions about her attire. One, how does the bottom stay up? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me how that's staying up, and it's annoyed me for years, so please comment if you know why. Two, the headpiece looks heavy, doesn't it? It's no surprise that this outfit shocked almost everyone who got the chance to see it. Shocks me still all the way in 2021. And lastly on our list is Kim Basinger in 1990. This one is peak 90s in every way imaginable, and in my opinion is the worst dress worn on the red carpet ever. Kim appeared in a white gown with one sleeve ripped off, the other with yellowish gold lettering on it. The dress itself looked uncomfortable, Miss Basinger looked uncomfortable, and the whole thing was a disaster, top to bottom. At least usually when you dress inappropriately, you're rebelling or something, but in this case, she didn't look like she was like the dress any more than the rest of us. And that's it for our video today. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like, as it helps us out a ton. Also, don't forget to comment on your pick for most inappropriately dressed. That's all for me, people. Bye now.